It's Monday morning, which means it's reset. Let's see what we get. What's happening, YouTube? I'm Transient. Welcome to my channel. So it's Monday, which means it's reset. I didn't make a video yesterday because my son was taken ill yesterday and we actually had to go to the hospital. He's okay, which is good. To be honest, he actually spent the night in hospital. But he's perfectly fine in terms of that he's been discharged, but there's some things we have to watch out for the next couple of days, but I'm hopeful that he'll be completely fine. Anyway, so because I'm just going through my account, I just thought I'd record a quick video and see what is happening. I think most things I'm interested in are obviously the rewards that we're gonna get. So let's have a look. I'll look at my mailbox. Void Rift. Oh, okay. That's old. Yeah, I didn't even finish it last week. Okay. Right. Guild Boss is what we're interested in. Guild Boss. Nope, nothing spectacular there. Nope, nothing spectacular here. Alright, well, that's actually pretty terrible. Okay, Guild Boss 2, Samurai. So, last week, I managed to, by Guild Boss 2 team, get further than I've gone before. I think because I upgraded my Kigiri to a 3, which seemed to help me push from about 40k to, what did I get? I was just short of 80k. So yeah, I think with a few tweaks, I'm not going to be very far off 120k, which would be good. Billion. Oh, come on. Ugh, right. 36 ancients. Okay, better than nothing. Right, 399. To those. Alright. Okay. Now, what else is there that I can quickly look at? Okay. Let's see what's coming up. Oh, that's interesting. That's very cool. So, here we go. This weekend's summons. I'm surprised that they showed us this early. We have a new character. So this is YURI. Ooh, look at that character model. Probably can't do that. Just look at that character model. Wow, very nice. Kurama's all of a sudden a female. Yeah, very nice character model. I don't know whether this is Chinese mythology or Japanese mythology. The 9-tailed fox spirit, or maybe it's in both. I don't actually know, but she looks very cool. Okay, Yuri, she's a Nightmare Piercer, which would help my Nightmare team because I do not have Hatset. If I can get her. Let's see her skills. Normal physical damage. Okay. 50% damage 2 times to random enemies in range. Prioritizing airborne. Okay, this is obviously her ultimate. Look at the animation. Oops, set that. It said deals 5 hits of 55% damage per second to 1 enemy in range. When a target dies during the skill, gains 5% rage and targets 1 other enemy near the fallen target. That's interesting. So from the animation, it's hit one at the back and it's obviously constantly killing it. And once it runs out, or once that enemy dies, it moves on to the target. I'm curious to see if the ultimate continues hitting the target once it's moved out of her ultimate range, or whether it would instantly or immediately stop. Because obviously you can see it continuing, and then seeing that it moves out of the ultimate range and then stops. Yeah, I think that's what happens. Okay, that's cool. So yeah, there's 55% damage. The skill cost is 800, and then obviously if you skill it up, it'll be 700. So it's obviously supposed to be used fairly often. Alright, okay. That's a big ultimate range as well, which is cool. Very good. Passive, Vixen's Charm. Talent and ultimate inflict defense reduction on the target's hit for 3 seconds. Okay, defense reduction effect. So 3 seconds, 4 seconds. So basically for 5 seconds, you could get a reduction of 10%. Okay. Oh, well, it's actually an added 10%, so I'm not sure. Defense reduction. Okay, oh, the defense is minus 15, so it would be fully scaled up. It would be 25%. Takes effect only when stronger than the current buff debuff on the same attribute. Okay, that's cool. Alright, another passive. Seductive Glance. Each time the talent is triggered, increases attack by 8%, stacking up to 2 times 16%. When reaching max stacks, resets after 20 seconds. Okay. And the talent is again? What is that talent again? First attack. No. Oh, yeah, hit talent. Right? Every 5 basic attacks will trigger a Chaos Orb that deals 160% damage to the target and 4 surrounding enemies 1 time. Then will deal 50% damage 6 times to random targets in range. Deals 20% increased damage to airborne units. Okay. Every 5 attacks will trigger a Chaos Orb that deals 160%. So with this, each time the talent is triggered, so every 5 attacks, each time the talent is triggered, increases attack by 8%, stack up 2 times. So after 10 attacks, it would have increased by 16% and will last for 20 seconds. Okay. So that means okay, so 160. Okay. Alright. That's quite cool. Right. Bond skill. Now Kagiri's bond skill, it gives him extra HP when he does Ember and Ember Strike and the other strike. But her bond skill with Kagiri is obtain Hero Kagiri, the Undying Ronin, to unlock the following bonus effect. Chaos Orb triggered by the talent deals 100% increased damage to the main target. After dealing damage, restores 10% HP to friendly units within 3 tiles of the Chaos Orb. This effect doesn't affect the hero's HP. So, with Kagiri, when the Chaos Orb triggered by the talent deals 100% increased damage. Right, let's have a look at it. Okay. Every 5 basic attacks will trigger a Chaos Orb that does 160%. So basically, if she's got Kagiri, it will trigger this Chaos Orb that deals 320. damage to the main target. Okay. And her ultimate does. Okay. Yeah. Well, so you could argue that her bond skill is kind of like, to a certain extent, Silas's, where Silas gets 100% extra damage because of his bond with Vienna. Alright, that's very cool. Let's look at Awakenings. Awakening 1 is when dealing damage, there is a 10% chance of inflicting stun on the target. Okay. 2, Awaken 2, attack plus 300. Actually, well, before I go to that, what is her base attack? Here are details. Attack 370, which I don't think is incredibly high. There we go. 3725. Okay, that's not the highest in the world, but she is a marksman. Okay. So yeah, that'll be attack plus 300. Okay. A3, damage increases as the number of targets in basic attack range decreases. Damage increase ranges from 8% to 40%. So let me read that again. Damage increases as the number of targets in basic attack range decreases. Okay, damage increase range is from 8 to 40%. So it's just another boss hero, where she's obviously not going to be useful when there's multiple targets around because she gets weaker. But if it's a single target, that's when she gets stronger, it seems. Or does the increase happen? To us, once these guys who have test server and Forerunner accounts can do videos on her, which I'm sure will be coming in the next couple of days, we'll have a better idea. Now, whether the decrease or the increase in damage only gets activated if there are enemies to decrease, if you understand my meaning, or is it specifically if there's one enemy, then great, her damage just automatically increases, or is it a system where if they're 10, it's once you start decreasing them down to, let's say, 4, she consequently will start to increase in power? I don't know, we'll see. Right, A4, penetration 8%, and A5 reduces AoE damage taken by 50%. This effect can be triggered up to 1 time every 20 seconds. That's a very strange A5. Like, I can't see anyone being overly enamored with that A5. Because at least in PvE, there are not many enemies that deal AoE damage. There are some, and in GVG you have bookkeepers. But anyway, so back to her model. She looks awesome. That's one thing I do love about this game. The character models for a lot of these heroes are very, very good. She looks very good, which goes well with my favorite hero, which is Kagiri. Okay, that's cool, very cool. And then up here, she's being paired with Artemis. I have Artemis on my main account, not on my free-to-play, obviously. Artemis is cool, but I literally only use him in 2 places. Well, 1 place, which is Gear Dungeon. I mean, they may have some other content further down the line when he becomes more viable, but that's mainly where I use him. I wouldn't necessarily mind getting another copy. Doing the ultimate increases crit rate by 50%, because that means I could build him a lot cheaper than what I currently do now. Attack plus 300, increases the effective duration of blood craving on allies by 5 seconds. Rage regen auto, and sanguine tonic heals allies in range with a 30% healing multiplier per second. Lasts for 5 seconds. Yeah, A1's all I would need for this guy. But yeah, that's very cool. Then obviously they've got Baron, Lily, and Kalina. Okay. Ooh, just look at that. Now, when it comes to doing my summons, I currently have 127 shards and 6,000 diamonds, and my pitch is about 140. Let's see, 30, 60, 90, and 20, 30, 40. 140, yeah, about 149, something like that. So I'll definitely be getting a Lego this weekend, but we will see which one I actually get. Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. I've still got some farming to do. That's what I plan to do while this Forgotten Pass is still open. I'm going to try and get as many ancients as I can to try and boost my account. But yeah, so at some point I'm going to do a should do something video later in the week. I'm very curious about videos that we might get from other content creators who have the test server accounts, who might be able to do some testing on YURI, so we can we'll be forearmed when it comes to making the decisions. Anyway, whatever you're doing, guys, do it well. I'm transient, and I'm out.